Seb, thank you for being here. Can you hear me? Both my voice, the game, the same things. A little feedback about that, please. Okay, now I fix it, I think. Ciao! Can you hear me? Both the game, my voice, everything is alright? Please, a little feedback about it. I think everything is alright, so we can begin. Alright. Let's head for Raccoon Park.
Resident Evil 3.
Alright. That's the last time we used the lockpick. Wow, what a sprint. And here the Raccoon Park. A beautiful location. Ah, okay. I already was prepared for the hunters, I'm glad for that. Ah, a little trivia between Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 3 Remake. But first, let's fight the Hunter Gamma. Oh my. Okay. Alright. What I want to mention that in Resident Evil 3 Remake, the extraction point of UBCS is right this park, which is named Fox Park in Resident Evil 3 Remake instead of the Raccoon Park, a generic one. And that's the main reason because in Resident Evil 3 Remake we don't visit the clock tower, because in Resident Evil 3 original, the original one, the extraction point isn't right in the clock tower, while in the remake is right here, the Fox Park. That's why Carlos tells to Jill that she needs to put the train in that station, the Fox Park station, right for that. And okay. Ah, ciao Mi, Thanks for your little visit, I really appreciate it. Oh, you're on vacation, so have fun, no ciao. And that's a little trivia I wished to share with all of you. And now, which is hunters or zombies dog? I think it sounds like hunters, but I am not sure. No. Oh my, I don't listen. Oh, no, okay. Another little trivia about the zombie dogs and Cerberus, because there's a very little difference between them. The Cerberus is right the bioweapon that Umbrella was making from Dobermans. So they were right cavies for this kind of bow, while the zombie dogs are simply the dogs that were infected by accident during the raccoon outbreak. So that's the main difference. That Cerberus is right a cavy, a dormant cavy that Umbrella want to make the BioW, while these dogs that you encounter in both Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 are simply dogs infected by T-virus. And yeah, they're always Doberman anyway. Another cool lore story about it, a little, it's right this. No, not decay. Not decay, the body. This man wasn't an ordinary UBCS member, but was a watchdog that knew well what Umbrella did to Raccoon City, and it was one of the few OBSS members that needed to collect data for Umbrella. In fact, if you examine it, Jill says he appears to have been shot to death. And that's a low reason, because he isn't killed by BioWs or zombies gone, but it was right Nikolai. Nikolai is one of the watchdogs that need to report to Umbrella. And Nikolai for money, because his obsession about money is right from the start, from Resident Evil 3, the original one. Then it was improved in some kind of way on a Resident Evil 3 remake. And yeah, that's the reason because Nikolai killed this UBCS member, because he was watchdog as well. And so Nikolai shot him, meaning for have more money from Umbrella. Yeah, that's a very bad guy, but a very good villain. All right, we got the key, so go back. I'm already annoy you with all of this trivia. I'm aware of that. I just wish my English improves in some way. Oh, and that's a spot that you can shoot to the lantainers. It's a very cool features of Resident Evil 3. Okay, bye. And that's the next puzzle that I really don't know the solution. I do by myself, like an instinctive, right? I don't know how to make, but uh, like it's like this. See? I don't know the solution. My hands moves by themselves. That's all. Yeah, that proves my insane, mad, ill about Resident Evil 3. And since I'm a bit afraid that some kind of issue about the emulator could occur like the previous time, I'm making a little, if I, okay, a little save for emergency because I don't want that crash like the other time. Oh, the grave digger is arriving. And these are the little children. Ah, the cemetery. Very good location. And also here, there's the Easter egg about the director of Resident Evil 3, Aoyama. You can read in the mirror expect Aoyama. It's pretty useless kill these zombies because then the map edited after the gravedigger scene, so let's ignore them. Alright, and then we need to make the acid runes, which are the powerful weapon against the gravedigger. Alright. I think we can head for that factory because this part is a little short, so maybe we can resolve the water puzzle. I know most of you think the water puzzle is so complicated, but not for when we got there, I show you that it isn't so complicated, really. Where is? All right. These aren't enough for taking out the gravedigger, but we have 35 rounds, so everything's fine. Okay, let's get the later. Where is? Oh, even another. The later. All right. And maybe another green herb just in case. All right. So tell me, guys, everything works? Both the audio, the video. I'm aware the quality isn't so good, but my PC is pretty low. Grazie, Seb. And that's a little hide is spot for OBCS members, but not the ordinary mercenaries like Carlos, but the watchdogs like Nikolai or the one we saw before shot by him. A little detail that a drawing of Raccoon City, the police station, and the hospital are marked. That's because there are the location that Umbrella was most involved. So that's a very good detail about lore. And again, I make an emergency file for avoiding to restart all and over for a possible emulator crash. Really, guys, the time in the previous streaming shocked me. Really shocked me. And that's one of the supervisor or watchdogs, as you can say that. And it's nice trivia that he was saved by Nemesis. Nemesis isn't projected to help Umbrella members, but he's always the most intelligent bioweapon of the company, so probably Umbrella told him to watch in some kind of way the survivors or the watchdogs. So that's why probably that man was saved by Nemesis. That line always got me since I was a baby. Um, if it isn't still walking around in the city, its mission is not yet over. STARS members must be very thought since they have survived until this point. However, they cannot hold out forever. Oh my, this line is so great. I can imagine Jill read this.
All supervisors, mission terminated. Return immediately. Repeat. All supervisors return immediately. Over.
That's because Umbrella got to know that the American government wanted to whip out Raccoon City. So the Umbrella tells to the supervisors to in some kind of way to escape the city for the data. Sera, grazie per
I'm quite
essere qui.
impressed you've managed to stay alive up until now.
And you seem to be doing a pretty good job of looking out for yourself. How about helping out?
I have no intention of helping you.
Because we're nothing but pawns in all this?
In a manner of speaking, you are. Our employers wanted a detailed analysis of the zombie beings which were created through infection by the T-virus.
You're saying that they deliberately sent in a military unit to be butchered by their creations?
Not exactly. Although the conditions encountered on this operation were extreme, it was an unexpected outcome that the team would be wiped out. We were only required to collect live data from the subjects. Another mutant!
And of course, what Nikolai just told is summary of what I am telling you all the time about the supervisors or watchdogs and so on. All right, we can face the grave diggers. Yeah. Va bene, va bene. I particularly like the drop of the water from the leaves. They're so detailed. Ah, fantastic.
What's going on? Whoa! Oh. What was that?
As most of you probably know already, there are two ways to... Alright. To eliminate the grave digger. One is the most common. Of course, just keeping a shot hit. Alright, we made it. And the other one, if you spend almost 1 minute and 40 seconds about it, this, oh my, lumper, I don't know how it's called in English, please forgive me, then falls into this powder. And then you can easily eliminate the gravedigger in this kind of way, just electrize it. But we didn't need that. All right. Oh, the save of emergency. Okay. Sorry guys for this, but really I was shocked by the previous stream that my emulator crashed and all of a sudden. And now let's head for the Dag Factory. I really don't know if it's the case to resolve the water puzzle in this streaming or for next one. I don't know, just tell me. Have you another time to spend with me now? Or we just make the next time? It isn't a problem. another thing I want to tell. In my main play of Resident Evil 3, I do since my childhood, and is the ending which Jill and Carlos escape by themselves. But since I'm doing this live streaming, telling lore and trivia details, I think it's the case to do the canon ending. So the one that Barry rescues both Jill and Carlos. And you can decide that with this decision.
Stars.
He's back. You need to jump off. It's more, it's cooler that Jill punches off Nemesis.
Stars.
But I'm doing this streaming about lore, so just a cool frame. This reminds me Dino Crisis 2 vibes. Jill, can you please clean that? Thank you, dear. So, tell me, guys, what are we gonna to do? Do we resolve the water puzzle now? It'd be hard to explain that in English, because I really don't know how to say in Italian too, so... Alright, alright. Okay, we didn't find any... oh my, the gun grenade? No, grenade, no, the... You know, the the one that you make the ammos. So, right, guys, we make the water puzzles the next time. It was a brief streaming, and thank you for all that watch it. But I'd like to explain in better way this iconic puzzle. So maybe I try to search for some good words, also in English, for explaining you better. But really, I get hard also doing in Italian because it's pretty complicated. It's more complicated to explain it by words than to make, really. So, alright, we got that. The next streaming, I think it'll be the next week. I don't know which day, probably Friday, Saturday or Sunday, always in this hour, so 10:30 p.m. in sorry, I don't know, the European time. And yeah, Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my stream in some way for the trivia and lore that I tell, even if my English sucks. I know. And yeah, the next time we solve the water puzzle. Yes, but the water puzzle, it was a nightmare to me when I was a baby, really. But not because I was a baby only, because it's very hard to get. But once you know how to resolve, then it becomes one of the funniest puzzle ever, really. Believe me. No, thanks to you for watching, Seb. I really appreciate it. Really, thank you. Alright, just another thing I want to add that my Jules project is finally done. It's done from the start to the very end. I just need to add English subtitles that I'm writing. So I don't know how much time left yet, but I think about 2 weeks, 10 days, because it's almost 1 hour and a half of video. And making the translation, sorry, all by myself, it's very tough, really. So, okay. I leave you now, don't worry. Again, thanks for watching and nothing else. Ciao!